last thing I expected to hear today was a story about Roland Martin having a sex tape leak. They're saying he stepped out on his wife and got motion with another lady in the streets. The sad part is they say she's got pics and video and she's trying to extort him for it. Let's go to Poetic Flakko for the details on it.
I got some really bad news for Roland Martin and fans of Roland Martin. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man, but this is about to get really bad. Roland Martin has a wife called Jackie. They've been married for multiple decades at this point. But despite being happily married for multiple decades, Roland Martin has been stepping out of his marriage and dealing with a woman called Shakola. Shakola Thompson is this big old booty country freak. Her and Roland Martin have been dealing with each other for quite a while now. And by the way, like, these two even being acquainted is kind of odd because, yo, Shakola is still on the block. Like, yo, Shakola doing live streams from the hood, bruh. Like, on the block. Roland Martin is hosting political show and running political theater. So these two even being acquainted is a throw off. But Shakola does what she does and Roland Martin apparently likes it. So how do we get from Roland Martin and Shakola having their thing going on to now the world knowing about it?
Flakko has the same train of thought as me because I'm not understanding how these people from these two different worlds somehow ended up in this predicament and their business being all over the place. Apparently, a representative from the Shakola girl contacted WAC 100.
A couple of days ago, WAC 100 got a text from somebody claiming to be Shakola's representative. Now, my suspicion is this representative was actually Shakola herself, but because I don't know that, I'll just go with what their story is.
The supposed representative wanted WAC to expose Roland Martin and send him some text messages with some very damning information. Very sensitive and damning information. Check this out.
The supposed representative wrote, Roland Martin is getting fingered by Shakola L. Thompson and he is given soft low D energy. Why would an accomplished journalist cheat on his wife in this manner, letting someone take pictures and videos of him in acts and wearing his hideous man bikini? I assume since he is given low D energy, his wife is somewhere getting some big D energy. I'm just saying. I was very skeptical at first. First off, Roland Martin cheating on his wife, it don't really seem like Roland Martin's character. Like, Roland Martin seemed like this like Baptist preacher. He don't really come across as that type of guy. So I was a little skeptical. In the message itself, the person sounded a little bitter, sounded like they had a vendetta. So I didn't really know what to make of it. I didn't really take it seriously. And then they sent over proof, and this is where things got real. When they sent over proof of everything they are accusing Roland Martin of doing.
So apparently initially they were just text messages that were sent, but it was the subsequent pictures and videos that were really the nail in the coffin. Those were the things that were really the most damning and have everybody scrambling to understand how it is that Roland Martin, of all people, is in a situation like this. It just goes to show you that you have to be extra ultra careful when you start talking about your sexuality and who you're dealing with and so forth and so on, especially as men and as men that are notable in the entertainment industry. It seems like we're always a target and like somebody's lurking. But these next few pieces of video where Flakko is describing the type of video that came in and what is transpiring in this video, yeah, that's gonna leave a mark. I'm just saying, it's up.
So in the first video I received, Roland Martin is laid flat on his back on top of pillows. His head is hitting the backboard. His arms is like spread out. He has his left leg sitting up. He has his other leg laid towards the side. As the woman Shakola is in between his, like she's laying sideways in between his legs. She has two fingers going in his butthole as the other finger is stroking his genitalia. And the good brother Roland Martin, he's taking it like a G. He's like, he's taking it like a G. Now, I'll be real with y'all, okay? When I heard Roland Martin was involved in a scandal, there was tapes out here, I thought it was with a man, to be honest. If I was a betting man, I would have put it on a man, but it was a woman. How do I know this was a real woman? Well, you could see her lady parts in the video. Now, I know it's 2026, like there's all type of surgeries where people can get creative. Right? You could build that lady part nowadays, but from all I can tell, this is a real woman. Now, Roland Martin letting this woman stick fingers up there where the sun don't shine is, it threw me off a little bit, bruh.
So this is the first embarrassment of many that was listed in the plethora of things that took place in these pictures and video. I'm gonna keep it real. My money would have been on it being a man too. Everybody's kind of saying that, but that's a whole other conversation. In this particular video, you got 2 fingers in the booty and, you know, another finger somewhere else and massaging things. They have him in these positions where he's looking kind of compromised. That can do a lot of damage to the reputation of a person who is in the higher echelons of society, like a Roland Martin. I'm not a fan of Roland Martin because he has a lot of historically inaccurate information and he talks to people from a condescending space. I really can't rock with nobody like that. So I'm not a fan of Roland Martin, but I'm still gonna report on this fairly because that's important. What they're doing to Roland Martin is wrong. I'm not somebody that even likes to see him go through this, but this should be a cautionary tale to all men about the type of people that you keep around you when you're at a high level in society. If you're around somebody who has nothing to lose and you have everything to lose, you can expect this type of behavior. Flakko will go on to describe his package as being microscopic. His words, not mine. I'm not going to play that part of the video here. I'm going to spare you that. But he did go on to describe a very seemingly embarrassing picture that they sent as well. Check this out.
Now, the next picture, right, they showed us is a picture that Roland Martin, I guess, sent her. Now, this is Roland Martin in a brown and black shirt that reads, "If it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention." Right? Again, that's some great foreshadowing here. But in this picture, Roland Martin has his hands on his shirt. He's lifting his shirt up and he has on no pants, no drawers. He only has on what appears to be a cheetah print thong. Now, he has his meat within the thong, the fingers in the booty, wearing a thong. This is where I start to wonder, hold on, cuz I know we seen a woman in the video, but come on, bro. We like come on, Roland. Like you, bro, we trying to work with you here, man. We like, come on.
Roland Martin need his ass whooped. And that pic sounds sus as hell. He should have knew this was a setup because who the hell want to see Roland Martin in a cheetah print thong?
No, God, please, no, no.
Again, we go back to simple discipline, self-awareness, and common sense. You are a high-ranking media figure. Why would you put yourself in this type of a predicament? Again, because we already talked about the video. Now, Flakko made it a point to say that he's not really counting whether or not he's cheating on his wife because he doesn't know the type of understanding that Roland Martin has with his wife, and that's fair. Flakko ain't know what to really do with the videos and pictures because he don't really rock with content like that. But he knows of a person who does. And that person is Tasha K.
Oh my God!
That's when Auntie Tasha got involved, and it's going to a bad place now. Because when Tasha K get involved, everybody knows. Roland, just figure it out, bro. Pay the tab if you got to pay the tab because it's already looking bad. And on top of that, it's being reported that Roland contacted Tasha K and her people to verify that the video was real and threatened a lawsuit if anybody put the pictures or video out.
Now, I don't know if Roland was cheating on his wife because I don't know the understanding him and his wife have. However, this woman believes, or from the message they were sending, they believe you was cheating on your wife. So I don't know if she has no idea what's going on, but they believe you was cheating on your wife. Here's the thing, when I see these pictures and videos, now, I don't have experience in these things, right? So I contacted the one person that I know who would have experience, and that's Tasha K. And I said, Auntie Tasha, this is going on. I'm probably not gonna do anything about it, but I can get you in contact with the person who's communicating with us, and maybe they can give you more information. So that person, got in contact with Auntie Tasha, sent over whatever they sent over, and Auntie Tasha reached out to Roland Martin and his team. And Roland Martin and his team confirmed and verified the videos and the pictures were real. However, if anybody posted, he's gonna sue you.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. As much as I dislike Roland Martin, I don't like seeing this happen to nobody, bro. This is your most personal information going out to the world. But he put himself in this predicament. And that I'm gonna sue you, it just don't hit the same like it used to, you understand? This ain't really the same media environment from 20, 30 years ago. And we found that out when Tasha K started discussing the particulars of how she feels about the information that she has and how she's going to go about reporting on it. Let's continue.
My thing is, if I'm Roland Martin, I'll just come on my show and take accountability and speak about it. but avoiding it is probably not going to help, especially when more people in the industry is already receiving this. In a tweet on Twitter earlier today, Tasha K wrote, "Update, Roland Martin's team has confirmed to my team that the stills I receive of him appeared blank in a woman's home that's not his wife are 100% authentic. He says he is being extorted. He also proposes that he will be suing if we or any blog disseminates these hilarious images of him appearing to be in a leopard print thong. I'll be breaking down everything we know and the latest developments on my show." Now, I think Tasha K might actually post the actual picture. I don't think she's gonna post a video because the video or the screen stills like he's actually engaging in sex act, so maybe he would have a lawsuit there. But I feel like the actual image of him in a thong is not nudity, so I don't know how that will work, okay? No, I'm not posting it.
Man, Roland Martin is in a situation where he has no good options and he's just trying to figure out what to do. And long story short, it doesn't seem like Tasha K was intimidated by any threats whatsoever. Conversely, she went on to talk about how Roland Martin needs to contact the person who actually put the information out, the person that recorded him, if he wants to talk about lawsuits. Oh, and she's also going to talk about this in more detail on Monday. This was Tasha K's response.
It's going down in real time with Roland Martin, all right? And we're going to unwind everything on Monday. You know me, lawyers can do what lawyers do. I don't give a damn, okay? You have a platform, you talk about people, you expose people in your way, Roland. You know, you have your own thing, okay? And so I always give a courtesy call to any and everybody when I receive anything that is damaging to or could be damaging to their careers. I don't have to do that because I'm not a journalist. See, a journalist has to do that. I'm Tasha K. Live from the porch, from the bedroom. Baby, we run a different ball game up over here. Now, we're not in the business to, slander you or defame you or make up things about you, but we can run our story the way we want to run our story because I don't pay into no journalism society. I don't pay to be on the list. I don't subscribe to that. So I got a call from a friend, okay? He's another blogger. And he said, "Auntie Tasha," he said, "I just got something, you need to see this." I said, "Well, give it to me, baby, give it to me." And I'm not gonna say his name because I already know how they like to play with, dissemination of porn. No, that's not what's going on here, okay? That man didn't disseminate no porn. That's not what happened. The girl who shot the porn of Roland Martin in her house, in her bedroom, that's who you need to sue. That's who you need to sue. But we're going to talk about that on Monday.
Tasha K then went on to confirm how she contacted Roland Martin's team and how he confirmed that the pictures and video were authentic and that he was being extorted. That was the most damning confirmation out of anything that we've heard thus far, and that was the nail in the coffin, and that's what's really going to be the driving force behind everything else going forward. This person obviously has information on you, and you have no idea what their next move is going to be. This has officially gone all the way left.
This is disgusting. So my management team used to work with him. So I thought they still worked together. I wasn't I didn't know that they had parted ways or whatnot. And so I said, hey, just like when I got the Tigger information. And so I said, hey, they was like, well, do you really need to tell him? I said, yeah, he needs to know that this is coming out. So they caught him. It was like midnight last night. They caught him. And yeah, he didn't deny. We just got word back. He said that he's aware of it. The videos are somewhat old and he's being extorted. Roland Martin is being extorted. Okay.
So this is where we are. From what is being reported, Roland Martin apparently has a sex tape scandal and someone who's extorting him with explicit pictures and videos of him, and we just don't know what they're gonna do next. This is wild. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Me personally, from my point of view, more things are gonna come out, more pressure is going to be applied. We got Tasha K coming out Monday to discuss some more details of what's going on, but it's already bad. That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live or upload new videos. Major Gauge Podcast, we lit. All right.
Major Gauge Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.